Greetings, valued travel partners, and welcome. Welcome again to Connect with Princess, our webinar series. Only you're probably thinking, wait, this is like deja vu. Weren't you just on last week? We were, but let me remind you, if you did not attend last week, you missed a lot. It was beyond exciting. So we premiered last week the Real Love book. And so we've made this decision. So for the next 12 weeks, now 11, we will do our webinar series every Thursday because we have a major sweepstakes going on that we're going to talk about. So those of you who tuned in last week had until yesterday to be able to answer the question. So we're really, really excited. So I want to welcome everybody back. Hope you share in my energy and passion for everything we're doing. Hello, Norma from Newfoundland. And I love when you guys do the personal comments where you're at. I just absolutely fantastic. So, of course, I'm Carmen Roy, the VP of Sales from Chicago. Hello. Is it cold in Chicago? You know, we're expecting a cold front here in South Florida. Oh, and by the way, I'm coming to you live from the Princess Studios in Fort Lauderdale. Vicky from Puerto Rico. Vicky, I hope everything is okay after the hurricane. I say the same thing for all of my good friends in Canada. Nothing but the most amazing prayers go out to all of you for full recovery. Same thing for our wonderful colleagues here in Florida, on the west coast of Florida. So you know you have our heart and our prayers, okay? We're a global community, so we're in it together. So, as always, want to go through the housekeeping because I think it's critical. From Tampa, hello. Oh my God, that was so quick. I missed it. So let's talk about, as always, our live transcript available. At the end of the webinar, we'll go through some Q&As, but with these new kind of webinars, you all know, because of the transcripting, it's really, really critical. We'll talk to you about some of the challenges we had last week. There weren't many. And did I tell you about 6,000 of you wanted to be part of the sweepstakes for the cruise giveaway? So I just got to tell you that wowed the entire team, and it does take a village to put this together. So make sure you stick around at the end. We have Q&As, and from New Orleans, Tammy, send me a beignet, or better yet, a hurricane. I love it. Not a real hurricane. Let me just talk, just the actual drink. And as always, I have my sidekick with me, and I think is it side cable? I don't know. I don't know drinks, but Marsha is with us. Marsha, welcome back.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Are you tired of me?
No, never.
You promise?
I just want to bottle the energy. That's all. I want to
bottle your energy. And by the way, in this whole 12-week period, Marsha, what they don't realize is that in one of those weeks, you and I are going to be traveling. We will be on a ship, on one of our sister brand ships. So we are looking, and that's about 2 weeks from today. We're looking
here we
for
go.
a spot. So we're going to come to you live, and we're probably going to be in Napa, right? Probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
From
right.
Boston, Patricia, thank you for saying you're enjoying the new show. Should I just sing it? The Love Boat. Why am I the only one that is not allowed to sing, Marsha? Tell me.
I don't know, Carmen.
Well, we're leaving for this cruise out of Vancouver. So this is the perfect segue into our cruise health stuff. From Arkansas, Heather, thank you. Marsha, let's talk about the boring stuff, because I always want to go through the boring stuff quickly so that we can get to the meat of the matter and the fun that everybody's tuning in for. And it's really, again, I say this, I know I sound like a broken record. And Marsha, they all text me, they email me, they send carrier pigeons to tell me that we can't wait till we don't have to go through this anymore. But it's positivity. I call it light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a freight train. We're actually making progress. So take us through some of the changes, because I think we're global citizens again.
Yep, absolutely. So we're welcoming everyone aboard. That's the message that we want you to take away from this time period. We are accepting unvaccinated guests, right? All of your information is at visitprincess.com/cruisehealthfaq. That is our go-to space. That's where we go. That's where all of our sales team goes if you have a question about health and safety. And then we were excited about the fact that we were able to announce that Canada removed the travel restrictions, right? So Carmen and I are super excited. As she mentioned, we're going to be in Canada soon. And we're excited about the fact that we don't have to test, that the requirements are different. We still do have enhanced health and safety voyages. And so all of that information, again, is on visitprincess.com/cruisehealthfaq.
So let's hold her from there because we had Norma from Canada herself, from Ottawa, was saying hello, giving us the shirt.
Hello.
So hopefully you'll be on conference, Norma. Wink, wink. So you'll see Marsha and I personally. But I also want to say, because a lot of the folks are asking, hello from Vancouver. Is that Michelle? Michelle, welcome and thank you for being with us. Folks want to know, so for back-to-back voyages, testing is not needed in most voyages. However,
Correct.
in case it is needed, Princess will provide testing at no cost to our guests. I want to talk about, because I really think the more back-to-back extended voyages that you could book, I mean, it is an amazing opportunity, right? For you to be that value interpreter for your clients. So just know, really important that you know that. And we want to make sure that we are a pleasure to do business with. And I think, Marsha, you said it best. We want to welcome everybody. Welcome back to life as it should be, right? And let's be global citizens. Can't wait.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got the board. It's not that it's boring, but you know what I mean. So Nora, loving the new Love Boat, but can't wait to sail on the Love Boat themed cruise. And that's next week, October 22nd. You are so sweet, and thank you. Also, Nora is from Ontario. So let's talk about the Love Boat, because Nora mentions it. And this is where I get all sappy, Marsha, but I can't help myself, you know?
I know.
I can't help myself. This is the reason I got into this business, right? 41 years ago. I'm going to stop saying the numbers because it's kind of like aging me, as I've been told, especially because my daughter's birthday was Monday. She turned 22 and she goes, Mom, sooner or later, we're going to be the same age. I'm like, that is correct. And we're sticking to that story.
She's going to catch up to you, huh?
It's okay. Listen, I'm going backwards, not forwards. I got to tell you, the Love Boat changed the industry as we know it. I think we have it's an iconic show, an amazing show that put cruising on the map, but really highlighted, and it's synonymous, princess with love, right? You think the Love Boat, you think princess. That's why it's so exciting. And last week we had Ted on, right? The original Isaac. And it was wonderful to have him on. And it was so genuine to see he is still that same incredible person and the friendships he had. So if you didn't tune in last week, you really should watch it. But let's talk about the real Love Boat, right? Because this is the exciting thing. And this is where I talk business, because you need to be watching it. But more importantly, your clients are watching it. Plus, those who are prospects. Welcome from Driftwood, Austin. I thought you were going to say Austin, that you're from Austin. That would have been pretty cool, but it's okay. And I'm glad you're enjoying the real Love Boat. Every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central. You've got to tune in. By the way, it's also streaming, right, on Paramount Plus. It streams the next day, so you can catch it. It's really exciting. It's on CBS. It is a revival, but with a twist. It's a modern twist. So what this is doing for you and your business and for the industry, obviously, I want to be selfish, and it's all princess, but it's a rising tide. I'm sure you got that pun, right? At the end of the day, you got to leverage this. This is an hour commercial that should open up a whole new universe to cruising, and you need to get on board. And by the way, if you picked up your Travel Weekly this week, who was the cover page? I want to thank Joe for that. It was us. We're in prime time, and I want you to be in prime time, because at the end of the day, it's all about us ensuring you are making the maximum profit. So let's talk about the show, right? Again, debut October 5th. So yesterday was the second episode, and they are so cute. Jerry and Rebecca, aren't they adorable? They really are.
They're really cute. Yeah.
I love their banter back and forth. Love that shirt he's wearing. Okay. Hello.
I'm sure she picked that.
Can I tell you? They're funny. They're adorable together. And I'll tell everybody, we always have inside scoop. They celebrated their anniversary while they were filming The Real Love Boat. So I think it's really pretty adorable. I want to remind everybody that we do record these, so you can access them on onesourcecruises.com. We're recording this one. We recorded the last one. We constantly give. But this is what you all want to know about. What's in it for me? What are you giving me? So here is the fun part. We're
giving away a cruise.
We are. Not just one. How many?
Every week.
Every week. Every week. While we do these special webinars. So here's, I always say, and by the way, it's only open to travel advisors, because even on our Facebook channel or Facebook platform, sometimes we have our amazing guests that join. Just know this is for our travel partners. They deserve it. We really want you to tune in. Every week, we're going to give away a cruise live on the following show, because I said it last week, right? What the big print giveth, the little print taketh away. And Joe spent sleepless nights getting sweepstakes approved at all the legal terms and conditions. So from today on, we open it up. We'll tell you the question in a second, but you got to tune in the night before to listen and be ready to answer it, because then you have all the way until that Wednesday to be able to enter, and then we will go ahead and tell you who won.
Okay.
Balcony. Okay, so the question.
Yes, the question.
Okay.
So this is this week's question. Did you guys watch? Where did the challenge for last night's episode take place?
A,
you guys know?
Barcelona's La Sagrada Familia. B, Gibraltar. C, Marseille. Or D, the Sanctuary on Regal Princess. So that's the question. I kind of need the Jeopardy music here. Dun, dun, dun. But luckily you don't. You don't, because you're not timed. You got plenty of time.
You do.
Focus.
Plenty of time.
Those are the questions. And this is where I pause, right? Because you can enter via our Princess Travel Advisor newsletter. Very important. And by the way, if you're not signed up for it, you need to. You can go to onesourcecruises.com, the homepage. Pause for the QR code. But here's what I want to tell everybody. Because, what's my favorite thing? It's always technical.
It's technical.
Right? I know. You and I, Marcia, know that firsthand because we were in San Francisco attending ASTA, and it was very, very technical. And thank God Joe saved the day. But apparently many of you, and I love your feedback because this is what makes us better. Some of you that use a certain web browser are having security settings that are flagging our link, right? Yes. So you might want to just try onesourcecruises.com if you're having trouble with this link. Okay, there's your QR code. There's the link.
Or try another browser. So where we're seeing the most trouble is Chrome. So if you're using Chrome, try another one. Just switch it up.
By the way, there's many ways to enter to win. So we've got options, right? Never fear. We've got options for you. So the Real Love Boat Cruise giveaway. Let's talk about, can I please have the cruise? Oh, that was so cute. Okay, episode 1 was October 5th. We had our first webinar last week with Ted joining us.
We need a drum roll.
As he's known to me. I can do a drum roll. How did that sound?
Okay, maybe we do it together.
I sound like Charo, right? And the winner is? And we had thousands. Christopher! Of vacations to go. Congratulations, Christopher. We are so happy that you entered. And let me tell you, there were thousands of folks entering for the cruise giveaway. So I'm just excited. Yes. And you got the answer right. So we've already asked the question for this week. You've got an entire week to enter. And at the end of the day, we want you to tune in on Wednesday. That is the most exciting thing. And that way you're ready. Operator standing by when you're ready to make bookings. Yes. Okay? Congratulations, Christopher.
We'll be in contact with you via email to get your information and get you ready and booked.
Absolutely. Look at all your fellow travel partners congratulating you, Christopher. Fantastic. But just because you won, you better keep tuning in. Marcia and I, because that's the other thing. When you're a winner, then what do we become? Has-beens? No, we can't have that. You must tune in. We live for you, don't you know?
Stay relevant.
Oh, Lori's from Santa Clarita, California. The home of
very close to me. Hey, Lori.
No, I should have, it's not the Real Love Boat, but wouldn't it be great to say what was the original office locale for Princess Cruises when we inaugurated 57 years ago? We're not going to, that's not part of the sweepstakes.
I know that answer.
I know that answer too, because I was educated. Excellent. So,
all right,
moving right along, because we have a special guest today.
Super excited.
That was the commitment we made. Every week after the airing, our Thursday Connect with Princess webinar will feature somebody from the Real Love Boat. Last week we had Isaac, and I don't know how he does that, but we're going to do it again, even though he did it for us. This week we have the Real Love Boat, the one and only Ezra Freeman, that's going to be joining us. She is, all of you ask, is she really a crew member? Yeah, she's truly a teammate, and she is the quote-unquote bartender on the Real Love Boat. Ezra, and look at that pic. By the way, I wore red for you, Ezra, because I kind of wanted to imitate that. You are like a ball of energy. You make me feel like I am low and slow. Okay. And can I just say that green, emerald green dress?
Oh, God, please.
You were rocking that dress, my friend.
Oh, Oh, thank
You are
you. Thank you.
fabulous.
I love that you guys included that photo.
You're a
Thank you. I'm so
proud
happy
Granger,
to
right?
be here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the show has been so
We
fun
want
to
to thank
watch
you.
back. Sorry?
I bet. I said, we are so happy that you are here. We're thankful. We've gotten so much comments and positivity that you are now their favorite. So I think there's like we're raising the bar, Ezra. Ezra, where are you from? Because you know I'm going to go off script like I always do.
Totally. So this is a fun thing for everyone here to look for. I'm from the country Georgia in Eastern Europe, and I have the Georgian flag on my thumbnail on the show. I'm
Oh,
representing. Yeah, and it's really cute. So the day that the show premiered in the US, it was also like all over the news in Georgia, like the first Georgian person to ever be on American television. So cute.
wow.
Yes, but now I live in Maryland. My parents live in Maryland, so I'm here with them right now. I'm not actually at the Good Spirits Bar as much as I wish I was. But oh, thank you. All these sweet comments. Wow.
That is awesome. I got to ask another question. Okay. By the way, Ezra, if they didn't tell you beforehand when you did the little rehearsal thing, they think I can be scripted and it never happens. I just
She
can't.
can't.
Just can't. Oh my God, you have a fan base. So that's why I have to ask this question. How has this changed your life? Because you're a star.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Well, so far it's changed my life in the way that like I am not currently on a ship, which I have been on a ship for the last few years as a crew member, and I am still very much in the Princess family, but right now I'm just kind of riding this press wave with the show. And I have to say, I was shocked at how incredible our premiere event was on Discovery
Yeah.
Princess. It also turned into this whole like CBS networking reality TV family thing. Whereas we had the cast of Big Brother there, we had people from Survivor and Amazing Race. So that was so much fun and just an amazing opportunity to get to meet them. And now I'm talking to them and they're helping me through this experience. And I'm really happy with the feedback that we've gotten so far with only 2 episodes. So I'm excited to just keep riding the wave and talking about the Love Boat and then getting back out to sea.
I got to tell you, you had big barware to fill, right? Because Ted Lang is iconic in that role. And I always think of the fact that even while you were filming, did you even think for a second how your life is going to change? Because until it aired, you were a regular person, right? Just like, you know, Matt, our cruise director, the captain, who also a crowd pleaser. Paulo, he better be one of my guests. I just need to go on the record for that. And then you wake up, the show is on. They love your energy, Ezra, as do I. You're making me feel like, I don't know, I need a cafe au lait or some rocket fuel espresso. I kid you not. So you wake up, it's premiering. I love that you were on with some of those other reality TV folks so that you can hear from them how your life changes, right?
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
stay true to
exactly.
yourself. Look at that energy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I have had a lot of coffee today. Is my mother on here? My mom is watching in the other room. That is hilarious.
Way to go,
My
mom. What's mom's
mom-
name? Because mom is a reason.
Nancy.
Mom needs a special
Oh,
shout out.
I heard
What's your
mom say
mom's name?
hello.
Yeah.
What's your mom's name,
Tell my
Ezra?
mom.
What's mom's
Yeah, my
name?
mom's name is Nancy. She is all over the like Princess Cruises Facebook groups. She's on the Real Love Boat groups. My mom is the best. She's so proud. But back to your question, yeah, I never, ever, ever would have thought that this, you know, working on Princess as a crew member would lead me into TV. But ironically, I do have a BFA in acting. My background is in
Wow.
acting. I just decided to give ships a try and then I fell in love with it. I absolutely love Princess Cruises. All of my times as a crew member were amazing. And it's just been so full circle that my dream my entire life was to be on TV and be an actor. And then I had this other like parallel dream working at sea and to have them come together in this way. I mean,
Wow.
it's
I need 6 lottery numbers from you because the star and the moon have aligned for you. And we're going to talk about the premiere party, but I have another question before Marsha's going to cut me off. What is your mom's name?
Nancy.
Nancy. Nancy, you're a rock star. I think I'm going to cry because if I was your mom, and I'm too young to be your mom,
You
I
are.
got to be honest, I would be so proud of you. So proud of you. And as a parent myself, and I know
Thank
Marsha's
you.
a parent as well, we want nothing more than our children to shine and that your life's dreams come true. And to hear
Yeah.
you tell this story and the way you've married your acting career, so to speak, or at least a passion for what you wanted to do. And Nancy, you're so proud of your best girl. I love that. You're going to make me cry.
Oh,
I'm so emotional.
sweet.
I'm happy for your mom. I really am. And I'm happier for you. But more importantly, I'm happier for us because you're part of this princess family. She's the real deal here. Get it? The real love
Yep.
book, the real deal. Okay, I had to throw that in there, Marsha. So
Yep.
let's talk about the party I wasn't invited to. Actually, I was invited, Ezra, to the real premiere party. Why I wasn't there, and Nancy will appreciate this because otherwise I would have been there taking pictures with you. But my
Really?
daughter had a parents' weekend. And I always say family first. So that's the only reason I missed it. So Marsha takes it from here because she was
Yeah.
hobnobbing with all of you.
I got to go. I didn't get to speak with you, Ezra, but we've talked to lots and lots of people, and I saw you in that gorgeous green dress.
Oh, thank you.
There you are in all your glory.
With Sharo, the queen.
With Charo. I saw her do the hoochie coochie many times.
It's not hoochie coochie. It's hoochie coochie.
Hoochie coochie.
Marsha?
Okay, I said it wrong. That's how it sounds to me in my American mind.
I gotta be honest. I am sure Ezra gave her a run for her money. Okay, with her.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee it.
She kept
Everyone was
running
wonderful.
with her son.
Trying to set you up?
Yeah, with her son. It was hilarious.
I'm sure that happens to you a lot.
My son.
I loved it.
All right. We had a
Loved it.
fabulous time. It was so much great energy, and everybody was so excited. And we got that little 10-minute snippet that got us all ready for the Wednesday when we got to see the full, hour. And it was just fantastic. And you did great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're
I did
welcome.
not want that night to end. I was having the best time. And I was just talking to someone from like a local news station yesterday. And for me, like, I mean, it's so funny. I keep talking about my parents, but like the moment at that party where I was like, wow, I really feel like this is a big deal was getting to see my parents walk on the carpet. I was
Yeah.
And it was a blue carpet.
And it was a blue carpet.
Princess
I loved
blue
that.
Carpet.
Yeah.
like, so
That's
perfectly
awesome.
nautical. Yeah.
That is awesome. How long have you been working for Princess? I got to ask that question.
I started working for Princess in 2019. So I graduated from
Whoa.
college. Yeah. I graduated in 2018 from Elon University, and I double majored in acting, arts administration, minored in business. I was like, I have a lot of passions, not really sure like where it's going to lead me, but I always had an interest in working on cruise ships because, it's such a great way to see the world and save. And I kind of went in thinking I would do 1 or 2 contracts, and I absolutely fell in love with it and was like, okay, I'm going to do this as long as I can, see where it takes me. And it led me here. But yeah, it's been a few years and I don't plan on stopping.
How lucky are we? So besides bartending, what other roles have you had on board as a teammate? Because I know it sounds like with that vast amount of experience and prep, you can do a little bit of everything. I have no doubt. Have you had other roles?
Thank you. I have had other roles. So I started as a guest entertainer. So I was in entertainment. So you might have seen me if you've cruised Princess. You wouldn't recognize me. Wink, wink. But I was in entertainment. And also, I mean, I've also been lucky enough to have been brought on by the social media team because I have a lot of TikToks about ship life, and that kind of blew up. During my last contract, I think I got 125,000 followers on TikTok, just talking about what it's like to be a crew member at sea. So I then did a few contracts where I came on to do TikTok. I've bartended. I mean, the thing about the ship is it's like you can really do anything. You can dabble in other departments once you're there, which is what I love. And I've always been really open to making friends in other departments, hearing about their experiences, working side jobs for a day. I've done oceanfront. I mean, pretty much everything. And it's
That's
all
fabulous.
Hey, Ezra, tell us about the chemistry with the other crew members, right? With the captain and the cruise director. It looks like you guys have so much fun.
Oh my gosh, we do have so much fun. And then I will come back to this question about which ship I worked on. But Matt and Paolo, it is crazy to me that we didn't know each other until this show. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. When I met them, I was like, you guys are a real crew. Like they look like models. And now I regret saying that to them because they'll never let me.
As do you, young lady. Let me just tell you, you're giving them a run for their money. Gorgeous.
Thank you. But especially Paolo, I was like, none of my captains have looked like this. But turns out he's a real princess captain. We must have literally just missed each other because I haven't worked on the Regal. But he said that we met each other in Royal. And Matt, obviously, his background is Carnival. So we're the same umbrella, but I've never cruised on Carnival, so I didn't know him. But the three of us get along so well. We're all very different, but it just works. And we're in constant communication. They just called me right before this. They're like my older brothers. They prank me a lot, but it works. I love them so much. And I know that we'll be lifelong friends. Similarly to how Ted speaks about the original cast, I know that the three of us are going to have that bond.
Yeah. The chemistry is obvious. Let me tell you, it is magical. It's great to see. And it's, again, genuine, which is, when you think reality TV, the first thing you think is, oh, is it all, it is so genuine and it comes across. So I'll let you take it away, Marsha, because I think you're going to prepare a little drinky poo here.
Ezra is going to dazzle us with her bartending talents and make this delicious strawberry daiquiri for us.
Yes, I love that CBS named this drink as my signature. I'm like, I could certainly do worse. And it is a very, very, very easy drink to make. So I will show you this. And this is probably my favorite just because it's so easy. So I got this glass on my last crew contract. My last contract was on the Grand in Mexico. But we're going to blend this in a NutriBullet because it's just that easy. So all you need is a cup of ice and a cup of frozen fruit. I'm actually doing cherries to switch it up today. And you can literally just put it in the NutriBullet, easy peasy. An ounce of lime juice, which I have all ready to go here. 2 ounces of rum. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Maybe somewhere where someone's watching this. Here it's 2:27, but whatever. A half an ounce of triple sec. 1 ounce of agave.
Ooh, the nectar of the gods.
Yummy.
So easy. So easy. So I'm just going to quickly put this on here and I will answer the question from earlier about which ships I've worked on. So my first ship ever was the Royal Princess, which was another full circle moment because the Royal is the sister ship of the Regal where we filmed. Yeah. So going back on that ship that was almost identical to my first, it was a crazy experience. All right, so that easy. Now I'm going to blend. Just blending slightly out.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Woo,
so Carmen and I wish we could taste that, but we suggest that you give it to Mama Nancy.
Oh,
yes. I wish I was Mama Nancy having a strawberry daiquiri. Not just any daiquiri, but prepared by you. And by the way, ironically, that's my daughter's favorite drink. Everywhere we go, she's old enough to drink. I got to say that. But now you actually even have your own Instagram, right? Real Love Boat CBS, where you talk about, it's pretty spectacular. And look at that picture. Look at those nails. Look at that drink.
Yeah, my sister did my nails right before filming. It worked out that it matched my costume, so they let me keep them. It was awesome.
They're beautiful. So we got some more questions, right, Marsha? Questions? Because I got a lot of questions.
I want to share that I follow Real Love Boat CBS. I followed it already. And I love like the TikToks and things that they share on there. You guys are really funny. I love it. So if you want to be entertained, follow Real Love Boat CBS.
Okay, I'm going to. I follow you, Marsha. You're the only thing I follow.
Oh, thank you.
And I don't do TikTok, so I guess I'm going to have to start doing this, right? Okay. I got to come into the next generation here. Okay. What's the best pre and post dinner cocktails to enjoy over conversation? Someone said theirs is an old fashioned. What do you recommend?
For me, I am an Aperol Spritz pre-dinner, which I know a lot of people are Aperol Spritz post-dinner. Yes. And then after dinner, I like dry red wine, which isn't a cocktail, but keeping it real. That would be me. We love red wine in this house.
Wow, dry red wine, no less. And the
Red
Aperol Spritz, I always say I love Aperol Spritz, but I always say it's for it's digestive, right? It's for my
Oh,
digestive.
absolutely. It's a
Very
digestive.
important. It's medicinal.
It's good for you.
Medicinal.
So is red wine. Very good for you.
And Marsha and I have shared many a bottle of red wine and white wine
Well,
and
you're on the
rosé.
track.
So
How
how
fun is
fun
it
is
working
it?
on a ship?
There we go.
That's great. It is so much fun to work on a ship. Oh my goodness. This was the whole impetus for me starting to share what it's like on TikTok, because I just had such a great time after my first contract that after I was like, I need to do something to show people what this was like, because it was just so much better than I ever expected. And then going back to sea at return to service, I was one of the first people back. I was like, get me on board. And my goal, that contract, was to post a video on TikTok every day. Just because things come up, like things kept coming up where I was like, oh, people would probably find this interesting. And then a video about crew laundry would get 1 million views. Literally. So, yeah. So my TikTok just kind of exploded. And it's all because I genuinely enjoy ship life that much that I wanted to show everyone. Oh, my mom is plugging my TikTok and my Instagram.
Way to go,
How
Nancy.
cute.
Thanks,
I
How
Mom.
love
cute.
it.
Your biggest fan.
You betcha. Marsha, what question do you have? Because, I always hog up the questions. I can't help myself.
Okay.
Because like Ezra was acting, I was a journalist major. So I just I just love asking questions because it gets us the opportunity to get to know you, right?
So, Ezra, you guys are on Regal Princess in the Mediterranean, and you stopped at many beautiful ports. I just wanted to know, did you have a favorite port of call?
Oh, absolutely. My favorite port was Istanbul in Turkey. I had never been. I was obsessed with it. The shopping. Also, I speak conversational Turkish, maybe a little bit more than conversational. So it was fun to get to put that into practice. I went with our show's wardrobe department head, and she was just so lovely. Really, everybody working on the Real Love Boat, we had the best time. Like, we were not ready to leave the ship when we finished filming because it was just so much fun. And so she and I just had the best day in Istanbul. I can't wait to go back. And
how long were you on?
I got to plug this. Marsha, you know me, I'm always advertising. So you had a great time. Obviously, this is the season premiere. We want to have season 2, folks. You got to tune in. You got to spread the amazing word about this incredible program every Wednesday night on CBS, The Real Love Boat, because you know what? It's going to drive business. Sorry, Ezra, I have to talk business and Princess Cruises. You got to leverage this, folks. It's an hour commercial, and we want Ezra back. This is her career. She's married to everything, so we need a second season. That was just my shameful plug. Sorry, Marsha.
That's okay. I was going to ask, how long were you on the ship?
So
was it 7 days or it was longer?
No, we were on board for 3.5 weeks. We filmed the whole season in 3.5 weeks, which looking back, it's so funny. And it's so interesting to watch how they edit, almost a month of our lives into these 43-minute episodes.
Right.
There's definitely a lot that you don't see, but it's fascinating to see how they speed it up and turn it into a TV show. Because I have to say, for me, it was kind of nice filming the show. I was working a lot less than I do when I'm actually working on board.
Right.
But because of that, it was just such a unique experience too. So I'm with you. I'm all the way down for season 2.
Absolutely. You know what I find special about the show too is that we have actual crew involved in the show, right? Because the crew is our secret sauce. The crew is when people get on board our ships and you guys take such great care of them and you become friends and family, that's what brings them back. So that's why I was so excited to see you guys involved in the show.
Actually, I call it our onboard family is the magical, right? That's like the magic. It happens because when you get back on board, you're in the embrace of the Princess brand. That doesn't happen without our amazing onboard family, which is our teammates, which is crew, what everybody calls them in the industry, which I think is interesting. By the way, I got to tell you, for a second there, I thought one of these bachelors was going to ask you. I was waiting for it. It didn't happen.
That would be a really good twist. That'd be a great twist.
Well,
you might have to sign a contract.
Keep watching.
We gotta keep watching. Oh my God. So Lori wants to know, did you fall in love on the Real Love Boat, or have you ever fallen in love on the Real Love Boat kind of thing? Or even on the Princess Cruise? I'm going an extra step,
I
Lori.
mean, I have absolutely fallen in love at sea before, and we don't shy away from that. I think in the show we say, "Oh, Matt found his fiance, Paolo found his wife, and I found all my ex-boyfriends."
Ta-da!
But you'll find it during the course of the show. You'll just have to watch and find out.
Oh, this is exciting.
Wink,
Marsha,
wink.
we're getting like something like, it's a teaser, I think, right? Inquiring minds wanted to know, and it wasn't just Lori, it was myself as well. So what other questions do we have? And then that way, we got to thank you, and I hope I get to meet you soon. First of all, I'm glad you came on.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll be a great, very loud room if we get together.
Wait, did you learn how to do the double, what do they call it? The double pointer, the Ted pointer, what was it called? Isaac's?
Yes. So to answer the question that was just up here, I did watch the original Love Boat, of course, because it is the only show that is playing 24/7 on the Princess Crew TVs in our crew cabins.
that's right.
Wow.
So I'm
I've heard you
definitely a
say that.
And I
You
kept
did all
doing
your
it
homework.
Yeah, I kept doing the points incorrectly because when Ted first showed me how to do it, I kept going like this, and he was like, no thumbs. So thumbs in, fingers out. That's the way.
Oh, I think I've been doing it wrong
Fingers
too.
out. Is this it?
It sure is.
I'm gonna have to take my fingers because I always use
And
my
then
hand.
he told us you have to drop it. You don't push it, you drop it. Yeah.
Okay,
There it is.
This is it. Boom. I'm loving it.
Perfect. You're hired.
Thank you. So again,
All
I
right.
want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking this journey with us, for joining us, because at the heart, just like you are the reason our guests come back, our travel partners are the reason Marsha, myself, the whole team do this, right? We value their partnership. We value their business. Without them, quite frankly, none of us would have a job. It's how I look at it. So being able to do the sweepstakes around the Real Love Boat and to infuse what I call energy into this industry that we all love and have such passion for, it's absolutely amazing. So Ezra, I got to tell you, and I'm kind of giving away one of the sweepstakes questions for the end. Joe, I hope you're taking note. But we're going to run a little survey at the end. Who's your favorite? Just so you know. And right now, I think, what do you think, Marsha?
Ted taught me that I should not pick a favorite.
It's contagious. It is a contagious personality. I love her story. Loving Mom Nancy. Love that she loves what she does. And I just got to thank her on behalf of all of us for really representing our brand so beautifully and having a passion for our industry. And we're wishing you all the best of luck. And season 2, that's what I wish for. How about that?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This was so much fun.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Ezra. Wait, I want to do this thing again, right? Did I drop it? Did I drop it correctly?
You dropped it. You did good.
Okay. I'm trying.
You're doing it well.
I got super excited. Listen, she had big, forget bartending blenders to fill, right? What did she call that bullet thing? Easy bullet?
Oh, it's called the bullet, the magic bullet.
Magical. You could tell I don't work behind the bar or even.
I have one of those. It's amazing.
Why am I not surprised? The magic bullet. I might have to get that and surprise my daughter with Ezra's cocktail for strawberry margarita.
Oh, that would be really cute.
Or strawberry
That'd be very
daiquiri,
cute.
right? Strawberry daiquiri. That's her
Very
favorite.
cute.
You see, even I am learning something. Just saying.
I learn
So
something
where
every day.
was, everybody wants to talk about where was the Regal Princess when we did this amazing itinerary, right? And she just talked about, obviously, 3.5 weeks. We kept repeating it, and she had great opportunity to visit the world, right? That's the beauty of the show. I absolutely love the way we've been able to look at destinations and really explore the magic of cruising. How gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, people love cruising, but at the end of the day, the number one reason people travel is for destinations. We want to be global citizens. We want to immerse ourselves in culture. And that's the way to do it. And cruising affords that, right? It really, really does. It opens the world up. Okay.
And the great news is that Princess is a destination expert, actually the destination expert. You can see more of the world with us than any other cruise line. So
absolutely,
that's why our loyalty program is so strong as well. But if you want to sail on the Real Love Boat, which is Regal Princess, right? Then she's in the fall of 2022. Of course, she did Europe and the Med, and that's where it was filmed this summer. Winter of 22 and early spring of 23, she'll be in the Eastern and Western Caribbean. And then late spring, summer of 23, it's going to be Northern Europe. So you might be getting questions from your clients asking, how do I sail on that ship? And this is your answer. You can share this wonderful information with them.
And what about our TV spots? Boy, they were exciting, right? I absolutely
They
love
were.
them. It adds that extra poof, you know?
It does. I love it.
Okay, so
We're going to remind everybody about Group Blitz. And I want to impress upon everyone the fact that this is a limited time. I think maybe I had not done it justice to share that this goes until October 31st. So we've got 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left. And after the 2 weeks is over, all of these wonderful attributes of the program, the special pieces that we put in, the special TC reduction, it's gone. So we want you guys to be able to take advantage of it and make sure that you're opening your groups now before October 31st.
don't just open them, promote them. I need you to market the groups, right?
We got to open them first, and then your business development manager will help you with ideas on how to market. If you don't already have your own ideas, they absolutely are a great resource on how to actually fill that allocation you took out. So,
and you, Marcia, are our group guru. I call you the queen of groups, the group guru. And when I got here, the first thing I said is, oh my God, we have best in class group policies. And I just, listen, and I appreciate that our travel partners, they are overwhelmed, right? And I always say, I don't want to be a supplier. I want to be a partner, a true partner in the growth of your business, right? So you've got to include us in the portfolio, and groups is a phenomenal way to do it. Yet I sometimes think, and I appreciate that you are overwhelmed. Everybody wants a piece of you. Everybody wants your attention. Everybody is sending, I almost said faxes. Oh my God. I almost said telefax. I dated myself. Everybody's emailing you. I know, Marcia, stop. She's making fun of me. So everybody wants a piece of you, and it's very hard to set apart. So that's why this group blitz is so critical, right? It's critical to really base load your business for 2023. But Marcia, just talk about some of the advantages, because I'll tell you, it is best in class policies from a profitability standpoint, in my humble opinion.
Yes. So we worked really hard to make this group program easy, right? Because that's the important piece. Easy and no risk. Absolutely no risk. You can take out a group up to 16 beds with no bulk deposit required. You just pick the allocation you want, and then you go off and promote it and make your bookings. No out of pocket for you. Even if you go over the 16 beds in your allocation, let's say you want to take out 32, the bulk deposit can be satisfied by your booking deposits, right? So even in that situation, you don't have to come out of pocket with money for your group. So group amenities from first booking, meaning if you take out your group and you plan to have maybe 10 cabins and ultimately maybe only get 2 for some odd reason, we will still give the guest-facing amenities to your guests that are booked, right? So there's no loss there, and you do not have to come out of pocket to cover the amenities that you have publicized, right?
No risk.
Simple tour conductor policy. You can book this online. It is literally 3 clicks to create your group online. There were a lot of questions in our pre-registration that were around how to create a group. So I think what I want to do is make sure that we add in another session here where I run through this again with Selena, because Selena is our Polar Online expert. And maybe we do this one more time. There are videos on it as well on OneSource. So you can always go to the OneSource for resources. But it's so easy to do it yourself, but you can also call in to get the group created.
And now we've added this starting group block at standard. You could have standard pricing, right? So if you need that lead-in pricing, because I wanted to make sure when I got here, and I know that everybody loves that our groups were including, our rates were including, obviously Princess Plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there are some, we want to open this world up, this best-in-class, no-risk advantage that we have in this group space. So we created now that standard pricing, right? So they can do the standard pricing, which is, I call it no frills, but it's the best price. And that really opens up a whole new world. So I wanted to make sure that was perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
So let's talk about something else we did. So only 2 weeks left, which I love the urgency. Joe does that all the time. So what we've done is we've removed some of these hurdles, right? Some of the obstacles. I know obstacles negative, but it's just, we wanted to make this a win-win-win-win-win. Right. And really just look at this with a fresh pair of eyes and approach, and our commercial team, our revenue team did so. So talk about some of the very rich exceptions that were made
Yes.
to this program.
So our normal group program, it's actually already rich. To be able to take out 8 groups a month, that's already a great opportunity. But for this time period, we're allowing you to take up to 24 groups per month. So anything that you think was going to work for your clientele, you should be opening the group on it, because it sets you apart when you're able to handpick those amenities and decide what's going to be of interest to your clients. And then you promote that, and it looks like a special and specialized offer that your agency is putting out there, right? So to be able to do 24 per month is amazing. And again, that goes away after October 31st. But if you've already opened these and then set in place your plans, you're going to be good, right? Reduced TCs, we have over 200 voyages that have reduced TCs on them, many of them at a 1 for 10 automatically. That's 1 for 10 automatically, plus the fact that you're still getting amenity points, right? And we've also put out how far we go before we reduce amenity points, right? So you're getting full amenity points for a much longer period of time as well. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, can I throw in a sales tip? Because I always have to.
Sure.
Having been at other companies, and I won't name names, that's why it was shocking to me when I got here how it truly is best in category. It is absolutely the advantage. But I find that some of our travel partners think, well, they think groups and they equate it to affinities, right? Oh, I have to have a group leader, and at the end of the day, you can open up an open promotion, a spec group, and that way you're locking in these incredible price advantages, and you can go out there and promote it yourself. We're going to protect your consumer-facing amenities, right? So even if you get one stateroom sold, it's a win. That's one stateroom you wouldn't have had. So I want to throw that in there just as a sales tip.
Absolutely. We waived first and second recall. So a lot of feedback that we've gotten in the past too is that there's concern about putting something out into the market and then maybe the space has been recalled. No worries with these, because we've waived the first and second recall for you. Even if you have a group that has a first and second recall, if there's a recall that takes place, as long as we have space on the ship, you're able to still sell into your group space, right? We don't shut you down if you have the group. So, but the key point here is that you have to open the group, right? So I have lots of conversations where people are, they've got 3 bookings and I'm going to wait for 2 more. No, open the group now, right? Because like I said, there's nothing to lose. Open the group now, put those 3 bookings in, continue to market, and add more as they come.
So Marsha, because you're the expert, a question popped up, and I think it's right along this line. So I'll add you. They were asking, can you add existing bookings to a group?
Yes. Yes, you can.
To a group or only new bookings? So if you block a group now, can I put in bookings that I already had from before into that new group?
Yes.
Or is it only new bookings?
It's not only new bookings, but as long as the rate that has been booked for those or been confirmed for those bookings is combinable with groups. Almost all of our rates combine. That's another thing that we're really good at is combinability. So you don't run into a lot of times where things can't combine with our groups. But there are 1 or 2 rates where it may not. So the only caveat would be if you've booked those few rates that don't combine.
Fantastic. So do we have some examples of some of these? Because let me tell you, if it were me, I want to book the 1 for 10s. I just do open promotions. I don't think I have enough people who'd want to come with me if I was a group leader. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. Alaska, this is my focus. If you get nothing else besides loving Ezra and the strawberry daiquiri recipe, which I'm taking home, and I'm going to buy one of those magic bullets too. I put it in there, making sure my husband buys it at Amazon or however he does Prime. I thought he was dating this woman because every time I went down. Okay, I digress. So back to Alaska. If you leave with nothing else today, is that Alaska 2023 is our number 1 priority. It's our number 1 focus. It's the number 1 itinerary deployment that we own Alaska. We are number 1 in Alaska. So if you're going to be betting, that's where I would do it. But go ahead. I hope you don't get upset with me.
So we have 1 for 10 TC ratios on several of our Alaska voyages. They're the round trip Vancouver, the 10 and 11 day. They have more time in Victoria. They have Sitka, and a lot of you have asked us about, does Princess have a call to Sitka? These voyages have the call to Sitka and longer days in Victoria, and there's just so much to do there. So you want to make sure you're taking these groups out. And it's round trip Victoria, which is amazing, right?
Phenomenal. Okay, so we have more because I know, this is the thing. We thought we wouldn't be able to fill a webinar if we had special guests. I got to be honest, having the special guest, I could do the special guest the whole webinar, except I can't justify that. But I got to tell you, so we know. Okay, this asset's really important. QR code. I always pause because customizable itinerary flyers, put your agency information, customization is critical. Right? Yeah. We've given you all the assets, an amazing team that we have with Joe and Ann that are working round the clock to make sure our sales team has the marketing assets they need and that you do as well. So we're giving you all the tools you need. And then we go, next slide, because we're getting through this. Fantastic. Yep. Look at all these destinations. Oh my God.
There are 1 for 10 TC ratios in all of these destinations. It's incredible.
Talk about deployment. Amazing.
And these are the Blitz tools, just so that you can use your phone and scan on this QR code and get the entire toolkit for this Blitz that we're offering. And there's a list of the voyages that have the 1 for 10. There's a couple that are also 1 for 12, but most of them are 1 for 10. And there's a voyage list of what voyages qualify. We've got our flyer in there. We've got the flyer about celebration groups. So don't forget about that. So if you got small family and friends traveling together, celebration groups is the way to go.
Best kept secret in the group biz is our celebration groups. I am in awe. And then you, like Ezra, have your own little Instagram page. Look at you.
I
Marsha,
do.
Marsha.
I have my Instagram page, Princess Group Travel. We share all things groups there. Well, I want to be able to share ideas with what's working so that we can all leverage each other as a community about how do we get our group business up.
Agreed.
So follow me there.
Agreed. I like the Facebook advantage, right? Because you can like me on my Facebook page, which is Princess VP Sales, but also, obviously, we've got that Instagram. So let's talk about awards. So as you know, we're nominated in 21, it's a lucky number, okay? It's a lucky number. 21 categories from destinations to onboard and back-to-back, obviously business to business support, really. But think about this. Number 40 is Best in Alaska. I am not greedy. I like to share the wealth with our other colleagues and our other companies. There's one that I got to have, and that's Best in Alaska. I just have to have it. We've had it 15 years running. I cannot lose it. Let me just tell you. Voting now, QR code it, please, please, please. Why? It's not because listen, I don't want to be Susan Lucci that I lost, and then I win. That's not what I'm talking about. What it is when we have these kind of recognitions from third party, there's third party endorsements. And the biggest endorsement that we can get is yours, in my humble opinion. You can put any other magazine together, any other show, whatever. I can have 1,000 people who are experts in travel. There's no better expert or endorsement than our travel partners. That is the vote I want. That is the vote I value. Absolutely. I will be in New York for this, okay? And we will have, Cal, our SVP will be there, and John Padgett, our president, will be there. The entire Carnival Corp family will be there. And I would love nothing more than to be able to wear a shiny dress and accept it humbly on behalf of all of my rock star friends, which is everybody on our team. So I jokingly say it, but this as a salesperson is so critical for you to sell our brand because we are Best in Alaska. It's as simple as that. And then, of course, the Real Love Boat. That's your commercial. What's happening right now? You all know what's happening right now, right? It's the midterms. Everything is a political ad on TV. Think about our ad. It's an hour every Wednesday night on CBS, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, where you get to tune in and to see love set sail, right? To see the Real Love Boat. It is an hour commercial. I can't buy this time. I just can't. We're so blessed and so lucky. So I want to make sure that you're leveraging, ride our Love Boat coattails. I'm fine with that. Trust me. So that you're able to take advantage. I mean, hopefully you know the trifecta, right? The trifecta, got the group Blitz, Real Love Boat, and then the Love Boat sale, okay? Because there is more to love. And we want to own love. Let me just tell you, I want this to be a love fest. So when you look at the Love Boat sale, and by the way, we took your feedback and adjusted the sale, right? We keep talking about the 30% off. We talk about crew appreciation. That's gratuities if you have to communicate that. The $100 excursion credit, the $100 refundable deposit. All of these adjustments were made because of your feedback. So it's trifecta. The Real Love Boat every Wednesday, so you leverage it. Group Blitz so that you can do open promos with standard pricing. Love Boat sale, okay? More to love. So home run. right? And then we
Home
still
run.
have this, right? The third and fourth guests sail free. We used to say kids sail free, but I gotta be honest, when we offer it for all guests, third and fourth. It's not just kids. It's just that for some reason we market it that way, and we've talked to marketing and saying, our partners, we want to own love. We want to own everybody. We want to welcome everyone. So whether you're a kid, an adult, come on in, right?
Absolutely.
I'm loving it. Loving it.
And
Next
like
week. Can we
Carmen
shift to next
said,
week?
we're here every week. And our next week's special guest is going to be who, Carmen?
Jill Whelan. So you would remember her. Look at, oh my God, that picture is so adorable, right? Of her and Gavin McLeod. She was Vicky, the original daughter on the Love Boat from the original Love Boat. And she will be joining us next week on this Connect with Princess webinar. Now, the ironic thing about having her on, it's so cool because we're having her next Thursday and she'll talk about her experience on the Love Boat, the real Love Boat. She is our ambassador, celebration ambassador. She'll talk about that role that she has with us. So I'm super excited. But more importantly, she'll be here the Thursday before she sets sail on the reunion cruise. So we're going to talk to her about that because she's going to be sailing on us a few weeks, what it's like to be a celebrations ambassador for us, what it's like to have grown up with this amazing cast of the original. And guess what? Being able to see the new real Love Boat and being part of that mix as well, because she's been an integral part of the real Love Boat as well, which I think is exciting, right? You gotta love it. So Q&As, and I know we've left some time, which is better than previously, Marcia, because normally we go over, and I have to apologize. I tried to talk slower this time, but I couldn't help it. I had to kind of keep up with Ezra, Hello. So some of these questions, get them to us. Okay. This is Cheryl. Cheryl, great question. When do the new graduation cruise itineraries for 2023 come out?
That is a good question. I think we're going to have to talk with our product teams. I do want to say that there are some 2023 that were provided. I just think that we didn't go very far into the year yet. So we'll ask that question for you.
Oh, and that's what, we did that sail 3 and sail free, and that was focused on 2022. I'm giving you a little wink, folks. More to come on that, and I think we'll see more 2023 on that. Okay, another question. We got time. This is like a luxury. 3 minutes in my life, anybody's life, 3 minutes, period, is like 3 years of my life, so I'm thrilled. Oh, chartered. Oh, my God. Tammy, C. Roig, that's C-R-O-I-G at princesscruises.com. Charter is smarter. I always say that. And let me tell you, charter is back. I had a call with one of our partners because I thought the charter meeting and incentive business, right, that corporate business was kind of like, going to be slow in recovery. Oh, no. He told me he has already chartered 3 ships. He has incentive groups. That corporate business is back. They want to incentivize. They want to motivate. They're having meetings. And let me tell you, it is expensive to get into a hotel, right? So if you're going to have a hotel property, AV equipment, they nickel and dime you. More importantly, when you're on a cruise, think about where you're going, the destinations, the kind of quality of meals that are included. Trust me, this is my passion. Email me, CROIG at princesscruises.com. Talk to me. Let's set up a call. I'm going to share my passion for charters, meetings, and incentives with you. Next question. Ooh, that was good. Can you transfer FCCs to a family member? This is you, Marcia, because you're the expert. I always say yes for everything, and I don't know if it's even the real answer, but you'll tell me.
So the technical answer to this is no, but it is possible to share your FCCs with others in your cabin. So we don't technically transfer the FCCs to those that are sailing with you. They always remain yours. Like in case you cancel your cruise, they go back into your bank. But if others are sailing in the cabin with you, you can share your FCC credits and pay for their cruise as well.
But we also announced that we extended these, right? There's certain
we did announce extending.
Kind of like the cash ones were extended through the end of 24. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then the ones, the cruise with confidence ones, were extended through September 30th of 23. So if they haven't cashed those in, they still have time. We've become very flexible and extended these options, which I thought was important. And by the way, I'm throwing in your commission levels. And I found this out yesterday, we have protected whatever commission level you had in 2019. We protected those levels through the end of 2023, which was very, very generous because we understood, like us, we had to have a return to sail and a pause. You've had a pause on the cruise industry selling, which was no fault of your own. So I thought that was fantastic. So I just wanted to impart that. Another question, Joe, because we got a minute. Can I add Princess Plus or Premier to my travel advisor rate booking?
That answer is yes. And this was a very popular question asked, and almost every week, at least one of you will ask the question, so we wanted to cover it. You can add Princess Plus or Premier to your TA rate. The best way to do that is to utilize chat. Use our chat services, put in your TA booking number, and then tell them that you would like to add the Plus or the Premier. As you book a TA rate, you're prepaying gratuities, right? So we want to add Plus or Premier, but we want to take out the gratuity cost because you've already paid that, right? So use chat. That's the best way to do it.
Fantastic. What a great bit of information. Kids, we're at the end of the hour, so I want to make sure we thank everybody for attending. You know we're having Jill next week. I need you to tune in on Wednesday night. I'm tuning in every night. Now I've got Mr. Roy watching with me. He's getting into it. He's loving it. He's singing and humming the song. So I'm so excited. That Real Love Boat tune, I mean, it sticks with you. It makes me happy. I don't know what it is about the song and the show that just pulls at my heartstrings. I just feel really blessed. So I want to thank all of you for joining us. Right, Marcia? Isn't this great?
Yes,
Maybe
amazing.
we should end, like when we end the 12 weeks, and we'll think about this, Joe. Joe, don't get upset at us. What do we do, like a karaoke thing, right? And everybody sings. Yeah, and let's see who does it better. Come on, Marcia.
I can't sing, Carmen.
No? Yes, come on. We can do it.
It would definitely be entertaining.
Linda says yes. And Linda Cruising says yes. Consider it a done deal. So next week we're back. We've got Jill next week. Tune in on Wednesday. Marcia, as always, it's great to have you with me. I want to thank you. I want to thank our entire team that makes this happen because they work all week long to prepare. It takes a village. And I want to say from our family at Princess, whether it's on board or ashore, without you, we wouldn't be here. And we truly mean that. Thank you for all of your support.
Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your week and a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
Have a great selling week, everyone.